Hello everyone, how we all doing? So I have been given early access to this Gatsby AI platform where you can use it to make all sorts of queries. At the moment just on the Ethereum blockchain, but they were going to expand to other chains, but at the moment on Ethereum. So yeah, this is the interface. So it has a few suggested queries you can put in here. I mean, you can click on them and then see what these come up with. Sometimes it can take a few seconds to process your query, as we are going to see as I do another few examples. But yeah, you can click on some of these suggested examples here, but we are going to get looking into our own ones, based on this tweet by Miyamoto, who also has been testing the Gatsby platform. So what he did, if you have a look at this tweet, it's general underscore Centali, if you want to check him out yourself. You want to know more about Gatsby in general, it's GatsbyFi on Twitter, so you can, or X now, so you can go and have a look there. But yeah, I was having a look at this tweet because basically we are all trying to make as much money in crypto as we can. The markets obviously Bitcoin haven't been so bad, but we've not really had an altcoin season yet, so hunting down these next coins that are gonna pump is just a little bit more difficult than usual, seeing as not everything is pumping like it does when we're in the full swings of an altcoin season. So yeah, I was looking at this. So he is, I assume it's a he. I was looking at the queries he's running on this this token here. I'm not even sure how you even spell it. Sorry, how you even pronounce it. So not gonna try. But yeah, so of the top 1,000 holders, how many have never sold? So we can have a go with that. I do need to obviously get the contract token contract address for it to type in, so it knows what it is. So here is the chart for it, and this is why I was quite interested in querying what other tokens the holders of this token have been buying, because as you can see, it's a pretty nice looking chart. It's obviously a relatively new token, a pretty nice looking chart. So this is the dream, isn't it? This is what we're looking for. So obviously here over in Debt Screener, I can just grab the token address here, and then I can go over to Gatsby, and I can then ask it the same questions as had, which was asked in this tweet, and see if we get any different answers now. So of the top 1,000 holders, I can't type at the moment. That's the token address. How many have never sold? Oh, looks like I can type again. Right, so let's see what it comes up with. See if there's anything different to this tweet from May the 4th, so from Star Wars Day, a couple of days ago. Let's see. Like I've said, sometimes it can take a few seconds, sometimes even a few minutes to retrieve the information, because I guess it's just having to sift through a lot of data. So yeah, and obviously it's only in the beta mode at the moment, so who knows how much computing power there is or isn't allocated to our searches. So yeah, just to retrieve these results shouldn't take much longer now. Normally these ones don't take long. So yeah, we can see here never sold or transferred is 404. So obviously that means a few of these wallets over the past couple of days have sold, but that is not bad though, for there still to be over 1,000 holders, 404 still holding. I mean, just by looking at the chart, you kind of see there's not a lot of reason to sell. It is a good looking chart. 14 million market cap, so 14.4 million market cap. So what we are going to try and do is see if we can find any other tokens that the same holders, the same buyers of this token are buying. So I'm going to look at tokens that they bought in the last 7 days. So we've got more recent tokens. I won't bore you by getting you to wait for it to retrieve the data. If I just said just what other tokens have these holders bought, because then it will basically try and list all the tokens that these wallets have ever bought. So that's why we basically are restricting it to the last 7 days. So I'm going to ask, out of the top 1,000 holders, what other tokens have they bought in the last 7 days, and rank them by the most amount of unique wallets that have bought the tokens. So we'll see what this comes out with. So basically I'm asking it, out of these top 1,000 holders, what other tokens have they bought in the last 7 days, and rank them by how many of these 1,000 wallets have bought the tokens. So hopefully it should give me a list of tokens, and then how many of these top 1,000 wallets have bought those tokens, and obviously rank them in the order of the ones that the most amount of the wallets have bought. So yeah, like I said, this is a little bit more of a complex query, so this may take a little bit longer to process, but we will just wait and see what it comes up with. So it didn't take actually that long. I did actually forget to exclude Ethereum stable coins. Usually I just say exclude Ethereum and stable coins, but I mean, you can see the Ethereum and all stable coins if they're in there, and just exclude them yourself. But yeah, you can type it in if you want, and then it excludes them. Normally I do that. So this is the list of tokens. So I have had a look through a few of these tokens to see if there are any good looking ones. So this Gorklon is the first one. So if you actually click on it, it will take you to its that copies it. If you actually click on it, it will take you to its Etherscan address. Then you can click on the token here and then just see how many holders it has, how many total transfers. Obviously just the general information you know that you can get from Etherscan, and you can also now obviously grab that token contract to basically put into Dex tools, or you can just grab it there just by copying it there. So yeah, I put this into Dex tools and had a look at the chart, and so far as finding another great token to buy, this token sitting at 129k market cap and a particularly ugly looking chart. Maybe not something you'd want to buy, but however, often you do get these pumps, these pullbacks, these pumps up and these pullbacks. I mean, we can literally look here and see we got the pump, the pullback. I mean, it does look a lot like this first part of it, doesn't it? It does look like a lot like this first part where it pumps up and pulls back, and it's at 100k market cap. Maybe it is the start of a move to 14 million. Not a gamble I will personally be up for taking, but I mean, you could throw $100 at that potentially and then just see if anything comes. So I did decide not to pay much attention to that one. So the next one on here is one called Gork. So again, you can grab the address off there. I've got it just here myself. Actually that was Gorklin. This is the Gork. Sorry, that's the Gork chart. This is the Gork Etherscan, where you can see the number of holders and the number of total transfers. Interesting enough, you can see this one has 426.9 billion or trillion or whatever it is. And if we actually look at the Choco one, or Coloco, whatever, it is the same amount of total supply, so is a similarity there. But if we have a look at the chart for this one, which is here, you can kind of see this chart is not looking bad. It again has the pump up, the pullback, the pump up, the pullback, the pump up. This pullback is obviously a little bit lower than this low here, so that is not ideal in itself. But if we do want to kind of look at it compared to this, you can see this pullback did come a little bit lower, so that's not to say that it can't continue onwards and upwards. But so far as a potential trade here, sitting at half a million market cap, could it go to 40 million? 40 million like this one, it potentially could. So I mean, the chart is not looking bad. Sorry, not for this one. The chart is not looking bad for it. So this is a potential buy, especially at this pullback level here. I mean, when I did see it earlier, it was further down, so it is up on a potential buy entry already. So yeah, let's look at what other options we've got on here. This Mitsuki, let's have a look at the chart. An interesting chart, again, a very new token. I mean, obviously these wallets tend to be speculating on new tokens, and we're looking at what they bought in the past 7 days. But yeah, it's not the worst looking chart for a brand new token. Maybe this could have a nice big move to the upside. Again, 150k market cap, like it's literally tiny. If you were to put anything into it, like $100 max, and then just see what it goes to, because obviously if that goes to 14 million, that would make you $10,000 from your $100 throwaway trade. And then the next one I looked at, I didn't actually look at this Pygmy Hippo one. It didn't pop up when I looked. It did pop up, but it was lower down. So obviously I had a few more buyers. But Yi token was another one I looked at, and then Yi token again potentially looking interesting here. Pump up, pullback, pump, pullback, pump up, pullback. Obviously the pump didn't go higher than the high, but the low's not gone lower than the low. Is this priming itself for a big move to the upside? Again, 500,000 market cap. Could it go to 1, 2, 4, 5, even up to 14 million, like this one? Of course it could. So again, is another potential trade that we found there. And then what else did we look at? This chart, I didn't think this chart looked that great. I mean, you could speculate on it if you wanted to, but I personally did kind of X this one off the list. So yeah, that's just a quick video I kind of wanted to show you. It's just a good way of finding other coins. If you come across a token that's doing quite well, like I came across this one from this tweet, and then thought that chart looks good. I'm gonna try and see what other tokens these guys are buying. I mean, we all know how crypto is. We know there's insiders out there that know what other tokens are looking good, working together. We know how it is. So if you can find those other tokens that a lot of those wallets are buying, then it is definitely a pretty good way to find potential winners. So, because like I said, to try and find this information yourself, the other tokens that the holders of top holders of another token are buying, and then how many of those unique wallets are buying a token. So I mean, I have done this search where I've said like just the amount of the tokens, and then you just end up with like a bit of skewed results because maybe one of the wallets just bought a load of a token, and I think it was a lot more useful just having the number of unique wallets that have bought these individual tokens. Obviously that could be skewed by a lot of the wallets buying like a tiny amount, where you'd probably want some of the wallets to buy a big amount, but then I find that it's more skewed if you do it the other way, where you just search for like the dollar value, where you end up with one wallet buys like a lot of a certain token, and it skews your results. So I did find it gives you a better list to search for if you do it like this. So I haven't personally found another way to make queries like this. There are lots of other ways to do queries, like from just anything you can think of, really. Anything, it will give you a result, and if it doesn't, and it's something useful, you can obviously contact the devs, especially if you are beta testing it, and then let them know that this would be very useful information, and then they will obviously get onto it because they want to create the best product possible. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. Just wanted to show you guys how I am personally hunting down alpha using this platform. So thanks for listening, and I shall probably have some more examples for you guys soon.